What's up, guys? We are back with another auction walk around. Let's get right to it, man. Let's check out some of the cars they got for us today. So we have a 2006 Chevy Malibu here. This one has 185,000 miles. You got a little tequila kick in the front by the headlight and the fender there. Nothing too crazy, honestly. Your turn signal or whatever is broken here. Your seats is fairly good. You look like you had a driver that was sitting in here like with some Soul Glow on his hair. Got some Jerry curl juice here and there. Nothing too crazy. It is pretty dirty in here though. Me personally, I wouldn't bid on this old Malibu just because they have a bunch of like new ones that are popping up every other auction. So I mean, you're liable to get something way newer if you just hold out a little bit longer. That's what I literally should have done, but the body on this thing looks fairly good. Looks pretty decent. I don't see anything that stands out other than the front fender and this light over here. So we have a 2012 Dodge Avenger. This one has rims with no like centers. This one's in a little fender bender or something, I might say. The crash bar doesn't look to be damaged. You can probably get this thing back going. Has 106,000 miles. 106,000 miles. The interior is I guess it's pretty fair. I mean, it could be worse. Then all again, it can be way better. But you guys just see, I mean, it looks fair in here compared to what, you know, you would think it looks like, judging by the outside. But it looks pretty good. I don't really see nothing that stands out too much. It looks like it might be a fairly decent car. The rims stick out a little bit too much for me. Me personally, I'd rather have stock wheels on this car. But hey, everybody's different. But yeah, I think you can get this bumper fixed, get a new bumper, and then get some stock wheels on there. You might have something good on your hands. We got a 2003 Toyota Camry. This one has little tequila kick in the front here on the fender there. Looks like it's kind of been sitting for a while. But all in all, it is a Toyota Camry, and it does have 145,000 miles. The interior looks fairly good. It looks really good, honestly. Let's see. Could use a good cleaning. I mean, it is tan leather, so dirt on tan leather shows a lot more. But I mean, you guys know that Camrys run forever, and they're pretty good cars all around. So this one here actually looks like it's in pretty decent condition. I don't see anything on the body that stands out to me other than they might have been shooting flames and stuff. They might have put like an exhaust on here before and was shooting flames and blew a hole through that bumper there. But the front looks really good except for that little dent right there. But you got like 4 different hub caps on here. I didn't even check that out on the other side. We can check that out really quick. Well, you got 3 different hub caps on here. So, but all in all, I think it looks like a pretty decent car. Getting to the better cars, we got a 2013 Dodge Avenger. This one has 117,000 miles. This one actually looks pretty good here. On this side, you do have a little bit of damage. You can see the battery hanging right here. Not really hanging, but that's where they have the battery. It's really not that bad. You can get a new bumper, fender. The hood looks in good condition still. And you can probably make some really decent money on this thing. The interior, they got that zebra pimp skin interior in there. This window might be broken because you got bird poop in there. I think if the car was working, they would have just rolled the window up. So, but I mean, all in all, it's a fairly decent car. Definitely was a female's car, so you know, for the most part, it was taken care of. But I mean, it is pretty dirty in here. I think this thing will go for pretty cheap. Looks like they you know, females never clean out their cars for the most part anyway. So I mean, definitely had a bunch of little kids in there. but it does look really good, guys. It does look really good compared to the other one a few seconds ago we just showed you. It does look really, really good. Nothing that really stands out on the car. And this one is a 2013, so I think if you just get that fender and that bumper fixed, you should be good there. We have a 2005 Chrysler 300C. This one looks to be in pretty good condition. Got a little tequila kick there in the front. Show you the motor really quick. The motor and stuff looks kind of dusty. The hinges on the hood are worn out. But if you just come on this side, it looks really good there. It has 168,000 miles. Leather interior. I remember when these things first came out on Midnight Club Dub Edition, man. These were like the hottest cars on the game to get, and now look at them. It's like super worn. You can get these things freaking for cheap, like 200 bucks. But I mean, the inside does look fairly decent, but it is like, it was a smoker in here. You got a bunch of cigarette butts and stuff. It could use a really, really good detail. But compared to the other 300Cs I've seen here at the auction, this one is in fairly good condition. It does really need to clean really bad. It is really dirty in there. Really dirty, but the car, the body itself is in really, really good condition, I think. And you got all matching little stock wheels, so that's a plus there. Alrighty, we have a 2015 Volkswagen Passat. This one is probably the star of the show here today. This one looks really, really good. No damages. This one actually has 68,000 miles. Fresh, clean paint. Nothing that sticks out. Leather interior. It looks like this one might have been at a body shop or something. Has like a bunch of little stains and stuff here and there. Nothing too crazy. A dirty little steering wheel. I think if you just detail this up really good, you'll have really something good on your hands. It's only got 68,000 miles. And this is the Wolfsburg edition. So this one is pretty good looking. Maybe some birds might have got in here or something, because you got some bird poop there. And it's just been sitting for a while. So I actually think this one might be a pretty good buy as well. Body looks really good. Looks really good. I think this is a really good looking car. I think this one is very dependable. And this is the Wolfsburg edition. Next up, we have a 2006 Hyundai Elantra. This one looks fairly good. You know, all the Elantras, like the older ones, a lot of their paint fades, like any Hyundai from like older, like 05, 04. The paint starts to fade after a while, but if you just take a look at the inside here, it does look really good. Got some seat covers there, so that's a good little sign. Kind of smells like gas in here, but I mean, might be a decent car. Looks really good on the inside. Everything is intact. Not much to really do here, nothing that stands out. I think this will be a pretty good buy, honestly. The body looks in fairly good shape. You just have something right there on the trunk, nothing too crazy though. And yeah, this side looks really good, so I think this will actually be a really good buy as well. That looks pretty good compared to the other ones. Alrighty, we got a 2004 Honda Civic, 175,000 miles. Oh guys, the Elantra had 149,000 miles. I don't know if I mentioned it, but this Honda here has 175,000 miles. It does have 175,000 miles. The inside looks really, really good. I mean, it does smell like gas in here. Has a little media interface, little TV or whatever you want to call it. I don't know what's that on the dash. But all in all, I don't know what's going on down there. Somebody let me know in the comments, what is that? This door hinge is broken, so I can't open that for you. But it's a pretty decent looking Honda. 175 on the dash. I had one of these, but it was a hybrid. And it was running pretty good. I got that thing for cheap and made a decent profit on it. So I think this one will do the same, being that it runs really good. So I don't know, let's check out the motor. Yeah, it looks to be looks really decent under here. I'm thinking this car was like burgundy at first, because if you look on the paint really close, it's chipping, and some of the parts under it are burgundy, and the little suspension parts on there are burgundy. 1994 BMW 525. No, this is not the one Tupac was in, unfortunately. But I mean, this one, the body looks fairly good. This seat, maybe the seat cover. No, this seat is definitely worn. That's why they had the seat cover on here. You can just see the other side. Nothing too crazy in here. I mean, it is an old car. It's like 17, it's like 20 something years old. Like 25, 24 years old. So, I mean, you're gonna have some wear and tear. This back seat, I don't know what they was trying to do here, but that doesn't look good to me. Something to consider. But I mean, the body looks fairly good. You got the red and black BMW logo, which is cool. This side looks really good too. Don't really see anything that stands out, so I think this one will go for like really cheap, probably like 200 bucks. Let's see. I don't even know how to open this hood. Look how this hood is. It won't even go up. Alrighty, we got a 99 Honda Civic here with 254,000 miles. This one actually looks really good as well. 250,000 miles, but it's got nice rims on it. Oh wow, you got a bullet hole there. Somebody was, dang, they was tearing out this thing, boy. You got a bullet hole there, there. They was blasting at whoever was driving this. I hope they got away. But I mean, in the inside, it looks really, really good. For the year, it looks really, really clean in here. You got a little baby seat back there. Back interior, back seat and stuff looks really good as well. The carpet looks fine. Everything in here looks all right. It doesn't look nothing that's standing out, except for these two bullet holes on the back. And the body is in all good condition, so you can literally buy this car painted all black and have one of those Fast and the Furious cars from the original movie. And you got the Pac-Man seats in there. I don't know if you can see those or not. We got a 2003 Dodge Neon, 139,000 miles. The body on this one at first glance looks really good. Really good, really good. It is a stick shift. Let's look at the interior. It looks pretty good up there. That seat looks pretty good. This car looks pretty decent, guys. This might be one of the more decent ones here. Stick shifts, looks really decent. Nothing that stands out. Oh, that back door is locked. But these Dodges actually run pretty good. Had one before. It wasn't stick shift though, but it did run really great, and it got me where I needed to go. So this may be a pretty decent deal here. At 139,000 miles, I think that's a really, really good deal. So we'll keep our eye on that one. We have a 2006 300C. This one is on like a bunch of dummy tires. I don't know if they had rims or something on here. Starter and motor, I don't know. I think this one might be knocking or something. The back wheel looks to be bent out. Maybe that axle's bad. The inside looks really, really good though. Wow. So scratch what I said earlier about that other 300C. This is definitely the cleanest one, even with the radio missing. Man, this is a really clean car right here. Looks really good in here. This steering wheel actually looks like it glows or something. That's really cool. Really good looking car. This is definitely the best 300C I've seen here at the auction. They got a motorcycle over there. But all in all, no body damage really. You're gonna need a tail light there. Yeah, you're gonna need a new set of wheels for this thing. But I think this motor or something is bad. They said something about the starter, so keep that in mind. But if you come around to the front over here, you got a little tequila kick there. You need some bolts to hold that up, or maybe just a new front bumper. All in all, but it does seem pretty like a decent car. So I think this one will go for like 200 bucks. Although you got to keep that starter and engine question in mind. We have a 99 Mitsubishi Mirage here. This one has actually got unknown mileage. This one does have a problem with the fuel pump, so I don't know if this one starts or not. I doubt it. So this one may be a parts car. It is a stick shift. Open up the door here. It is dust in here, so I'm sure it hasn't been driven in forever, guys. But I mean, it does look pretty decent for the year. No body damage that stands out to me. Man, just imagine one of these with an LS engine going like rear wheel drive drifting. I think it looked freaking crazy. All in all, pretty decent. Nothing that stands out to me, but I don't even think it runs because it does have a fuel pump problem. Alrighty, we got a 95 Dodge Neon here. The mileage is 127. Oh, 62?
Yeah.
Oh wow, 62,000 miles. But that's pretty low. What do you guys think at 62,000 miles? Is it a pretty good, would you guys be interested in it? Definitely was a smoker in here. I feel like if you like really detail this thing up and get everything clean, this will be a really good car to flip or sell. Minus the little dash thing. I don't think that's a big deal right there. But I mean, it does look fairly good. I got some faith. Whoa, look at that ceiling. Somebody tell me why that ceiling does that. I don't get that. I've never seen that before. That looks kind of crazy. Looks like some type of scratched snake skin or something. But they got a little baby car seat back here. So I mean, all in all, it's a pretty fair car. I'm sure it'll go for like 200 bucks, if that, maybe 150. But it's got 62,000 on the dash. We don't know if the dash doesn't work. But if you take this thing to Mako, get a $200 paint job or a $150 paint job, you have a $1,000 car on your hands. So keep that in mind. Alrighty, we got a 2002 Buick Century. This one looks really good. You know, we've seen so many Centuries at the auction here lately. This one has 146,000 miles. Got a little tequila kick here in the fender there, nothing too crazy. But if we pop the door open on here, we got some tan interior. But you know how tan really looks bad? This one actually looks pretty fair, and it smells really good in here. It doesn't smell like it was a smoker or anything in here. Might have been like a little old lady's car or something. It does have 146,000 miles. That back door is locked, so I can't get in there. But if you just take a walk around it, the body looks really good. No dings or anything. You can probably just get all matching hubcaps. Get this thing cleaned up and washed down. Probably sell it for about 15 to 200 bucks. Pretty decent looking car though. Alrighty guys, we have a 2004 Nissan Altima. This one has unknown mileage. This one is actually a salvage title, I'm sure. Look at this door over here. They got hit pretty hard, man. This one looks really bad, and they have an airbag blown out. I don't even want to try to attempt to open that door. This is going to be a big fix right here, but it might be low mileage or something. You might be able to salvage the engine or get the trainee or something like that. But I mean, we can just take a quick look in it from this side if it's open. This door handle is broken here. So if we open this door, oh yeah. Yeah, that whole curtain's going to be need to be replaced, along with that little side structure over there, because it's definitely dented in really bad. So this one's definitely going to be just a parts car, and we're not looking for parts cars, so let's keep it moving here. We got a 2005 Chevy Impala here. This one has 138,000 miles. This one actually looks fairly decent. It doesn't has a few little scratches and stuff on the hood. I don't know if you can see that there, but it does have a little gappage right there. The body, other than that, doesn't look too crazy. It has this old blue leather. Like, this is definitely like the 90s type vibe right here. I don't know who spec'd this car, but it does have blue leather everything. This is crazy. Oh, blue cloth seats though, but all the little door panels and stuff is blue. I literally never seen an Impala like this with a blue leather interior or nothing. So looks pretty cool, but it does give you that old type of Caprice type vibe, which is definitely not what we're looking for. But all in all, pretty good looking Impala. Nothing that stands out. It actually might be a decent looking and running car. So we'll see how that goes in the auction. Make sure you subscribe so you can stay updated with the channel and check out that auction and see what these cars go for. We have a 2003 PT Loser. I actually got that one from one of my subscribers, so thanks to you for that. But this one has a little tequila kick here in the front. The bumper is hanging there. 154,000 miles. Got some decent little aftermarket rims on it. Oh, they definitely had a cat or something in here. It's like a bunch of fur and stuff everywhere. But this was, like, I guess one of the top of the line edition. It does have like the color matched little body interior parts or whatever. Got some stuff on the seat over there. All in all, this one may be This one may be a decent car, but we don't bid on PT Cruisers anymore, guys. These are like ancient history. But I'm curious to see what it'll go for. I'm sure it'll go for like maybe $350 or something like that. $350 for this. Would you pay for it? Let me know in the comments below. Alrighty, guys, this is the Buick Rendezvous. If you guys don't remember this one, we actually had this one here last week. I'm guessing they didn't pick it up. The mileage was unknown, so I'll just give you a quick glance. But it did have the leather interior with the Buick little emblems on it. Had the third row. Was pretty jacked, honestly. Pretty jacked, but I mean, it did run pretty good. I think I remember. I don't know, I'll leave the link to that video in the comments below so you can check this one out there. But yeah, let's move along. Alrighty, we have a 2002 Ford F-250. I'm sorry, a Ford F-150. This one has 215,000 miles. This one actually looks really good from a first glance. You got some, maybe they had some wide body fenders there or something, I don't know. Or maybe it's just a little plastic guard there. But if you just take a look at the inside here, it does have the tan interior, which I hate, but you know, it may be a decent car because the inside there looks fairly good. If you take a look this way, it does look really good in here. I mean, it could be worse, but then again, it could be better. So, oh yeah, I forgot this thing has a door. Let's check it out. Definitely could be like cleaned up really good. Some soap and water, some scrub it up. Oops, my bad. Sorry about that, guys. You know, I'm not really used to the whole pickup truck thing, but it does look really good. I don't see any type of like crazy body damage. You got, this was a work truck, so I'm sure it may run good. But being a work truck, I'm sure it probably won't, because who would just leave their work truck and not pick it up or whatever. So I don't know, maybe a good car here. We'll see in the auction. Let's check out the motor really quick. The motor does look pretty decent there. I don't see anything that really stands out to me. And you got antifreeze in there, so that's a plus too. Next up, we have a 2000 Chevy Blazer. This one has 183,000 miles. The starter on this is bad, so I doubt this car starts. But at least they told you this time, and when I got my car, they didn't tell me, so feel better on that. This one has the all leather interior. I'm sure this was the top of the line one. This one actually look like it maybe a really decent car here. And it is the 4x4, guys. Really good looking black leather back here. Wow. Pretty decent space back there. This Blazer is actually, I never really checked one of these out. My buddy actually LS swapped one of these, like a 6.2 in his, but that was a while ago. I didn't even get to check it out, but man, I can only imagine. I think it's like a Trailblazer. Wow. You get the two. Anyways, pretty decent car though. Got some nice trains over there. All right, next up we have a 2001 Honda Odyssey with 177,000 miles. This one does look pretty good on the body here. Nothing that really stands out. Let's just give it a quick check. Oh yeah, the inside on this is really lovely. It looks really good, guys. Yeah, this thing is really lovely right here. I wouldn't mind bidding on this thing. It is so clean up in here. And you guys know it's like, it has the light gray, sorry, the trains is behind me kind of going and going. But it does have the light gray in here, and it does look really, really clean. So all you need is like a vacuum or something, and you'll be like good to go. This one was probably broken into or something. Does have the good third row. And I say it was probably broken into because this window is just completely gone. So who really does that? Only people that's trying to break into your whip. But it does have the tow hitch on there too. So that's pretty good. If we take a walk around this side actually looks really good too. So I think this might be a good buy if it runs and drives. 175,000 miles, 77,000 miles rather. What do you guys think it'll go for? Let me know in the comments below. Alrighty guys, we have a 2004 BMW 525 with 217,000 miles. This thing looks like it's full of problems just from a first glance. The bumper is hanging off the moop. You got a bunch of little dents here, and it's like a wavy door. It's kind of like that, like dents and stuff. The inside is completely whooped. Oh man, this might have been a doghouse or something. Look at that. They just destroyed this car. Destroyed this thing. This thing looks horrible in the inside. Yeah, I wouldn't even bid on this if I was just buying it just to buy it. Got some basketball in the back, brake pads. But who knows, guys? It may be a good running car. Maybe they just, I don't know. I doubt it because that airbag in the steering wheel is completely out. This thing is freaking smoked out. Yeah, they definitely was having a blast in this while they had it. Definitely a tequila kick there. But I mean, all in all, the body seems pretty decent. The body seems pretty decent, but the inside is just completely wood. So I'm not gonna bid on that, but I'm curious to see what it goes for. We have a 96 Chevy S10 pickup truck. This one has a, I'll let you know the mileage in a sec, but you're gonna need a mirror on this side, faded paint. Not too big of a deal. You got a little tequila kick here in the front. The light still may work. Looks like you might need a hood, a fender, and a grill. Wow, this one has only 116,000 miles. So if you fix the hood, fender, and grill, and then just take this thing to Mako, you'll have a really good looking truck. I don't know, I think this might be a bullet hole here. That's definitely like a bullet hole, like a little 22 or something. This one has 116 miles, as I've mentioned. This interior is super whooped. I don't know if you guys hear that beeping noise. It is a manual transmission, and it is like super dirty and gunky up there. Like, I don't know where they had this truck or what they was doing with this truck, but I don't want no parts of it. But I mean, if you invest a little time and money, it could come out to a really decent truck. But all in all, it looks pretty fair. We have a 2005 Mini Cooper with 193,000 miles. We actually seen this one at the auction last week. This one was hit because the airbags are out. Yeah, the airbags are out, so you're gonna need a whole new little top up there, but it is stick shift. It did run pretty good, if I do remember from the last auction. If you guys want to check that video out, click the link below. I'll leave that there so you guys can check that out. But we're gonna keep moving on. This looks like a really good looking Benz here. This is a 2008 Mercedes CLK 550. This one has 118,000 miles. Man, this thing looks really good. It has the AMG kit. It has the nice AMG wheels. This one actually might have been painted over because I'm looking at the paint. It's a lot of orange peel back there. But this Benz is definitely the it's definitely the cleanest car I've seen here at the auction in a long time. Definitely the cleanest Benz I've ever seen at one of these auctions. This thing looks really good, smells good. I don't know why they didn't come and pick up their car, but I'm definitely gonna try to grab it. Shoot, they didn't want it, so I want it. It's got the whole AMG kit. Got some lights missing in the back right there. So I don't know where the damage was exactly. Okay, that trunk doesn't close, so I'm guessing the damage definitely had to be in the back. Trunk doesn't latch, but it does look like a really good looking car, man. This Mercedes is really clean. Let's take a quick inside look again. Really good looking car. Nothing that really stands out to me except for the trunk not closing, but maybe a decent looking car. We'll have to check it out. We have a 2002 Mitsubishi Montero with 179,000 miles. You're gonna need a little grill here. It looks like they might have been taking this thing off-roading or something. But if we just take a quick look in the inside, it is leather interior, black full leather interior. But being that we are in the desert, little tip there if you're looking for where I'm at. Since we're in the desert, this thing is like really dirty. Just take a pressure washer and just freaking go over this thing. It does have a 4x4, all the little low gears and stuff, which is really cool. You can probably do some really good damage out there in the dunes or something with this truck. The back looks fairly decent. It is a pretty roomy truck, honestly. You see how big that is in there. It's like kind of like on the Range Rover status, like width and big, like bigness wide. I don't know if that's a word or not, but you get what I'm trying to say. This side looks pretty good. Got a little bumpers, little woo-wham there. Nothing too crazy though, honestly. Looks like a pretty decent truck. We got a 2011 Dodge Caravan. It has 87,000 miles. I actually think this one was here last week. It probably was. I forget how much it sold for, but it got the whole leopard skin shebang. I think this is definitely a good looking van. It'll be definitely a good reseller. Does have the third row. It's missing the seat right here, but that's not too big of a deal because I mean it's so spacious, like you might want to kick your feet out anyway. This door doesn't automatically slide. Oh man, I got so many memories in one of these vans. I'll save that story for another video when we hit like a bunch of subscribers. So, but I mean, all in all, this looks like a really good looking van. Nothing really that stands out to me. The front looks really good. It was a smoker's vehicle, but it doesn't smell like a smoker, so that's a plus there. You got some little TVs interfaces at the top. At 87,000 miles, this may be a really good buy right here. You can get it for, I'm thinking it might go for like $27.50. Matter of fact, no, this one wasn't at the auction. That was the other auction we went to that this thing sold for like $27.50. Same exact van, same year, same color, same everything. So you just get a quick idea there. This is a 2002 Acura MDX we seen last week. This one has 225,000 miles. It has the tan interior. Looks like some birds has just been camping out in this thing, as it's a bunch of bird like poop and stuff everywhere on the front and back seats. So you guys know what this car is. I'll just let the bird poop, you know, figure that out for you. Pretty dirty car. It's disgusting, honestly. It does have the third row, but I don't like it, so you won't love it. All right, this is a pretty cool truck. We got a 2008 Toyota RAV4. This one has 165,000 miles. From a first glance, it looks really, really good. It does have the gray interior, which I like, but it is kind of dirty. But I mean, smells like they had a dog in here. But I mean, it is a pretty good looking car, and the mileage isn't crazy. So I'd honestly buy this car because these trucks are some really good little SUV trucks, and it does have like a bunch of little space back there. So that's always a plus. Nothing on the back that's wool-whammed or nothing like that. It does have the tow hitch back there. And this side looks fairly good. I bet with a nice little wash, this thing will look freaking amazing. Like, look like a whole new car. Bird poop there. It's a lot of bird poop in these cars. I don't know if they have these windows down most of the time or what. But yeah, we can just check this out. Let's check out under the hood, because I mean, this car looks really good, man. I'm not like, this is crazy. Mike got a oil problem. It's a bunch of oil and stuff right there. But I mean, all in all, it looks really good, guys. Really good. So we'll see what that goes for. You guys remember the little Nissan pickup that sold for like, I believe maybe like 600 bucks or 500 bucks last week? Tune into the video in the comments below, in the description below, to check out that. This is a Chevy Tahoe, a 99 Chevy Tahoe. This one has a bad motor. The mileage is unknown. Pretty old Tahoe. We don't do these no more, but if you do, I'll show you really quick what they got. The inside actually is one of the cleaner ones. This one looks really good in the inside. These seats look really good. And then you can check out the back. It doesn't look like, you know, these trucks usually are like raggedy by this time of year. And you know, it's already, this is a 99, so that's like 20 years. But man, it looks pretty good for the year if you ask me. Nothing, no damage on the body. Looks really, really good. So I think it might go for like $450 or something. What do you guys think that truck will go for? Let me know in the comments below. Alrighty guys, that's going to be a wrap for today's video. If you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you are a subscriber already, don't hesitate to share the video. Let me get on your community post. I definitely appreciate it. As always guys, like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.